So we took a look at 3D experience in PDM Standard. Let's now take a look at PDM Standard and PDM Pro. Now these are pretty much identical software other than functionality. So SQL database environment is going to drive both, but then the setup is identical. They use the same underlying software and the same administration tool. So the difference between PDM Standard and Pro is really going to be in a couple key differentiators. So SQL licensing is one of those items. PDM Standard uses SQL Express, PDM Pro uses SQL Standard. PDM Pro is going to have unlimited number of workflow states and unlimited number of workflows in general. This is why PDM Professional ends up being typically used with larger teams, because usually those larger workflows or multiple workflows are needed for forms or different divisions. Another big differentiator is that PDM notifications can be sent directly into your Outlook email, for example, through PDM Pro. You also get unlimited number of revision schemes. Now, if we kind of pause there, pretty much all of the remaining functions on this list are all dealing with some type of automation. So parallel and automatic transitions to help move files through your workflow seamlessly, serial numbers to automatically create part numbers, tasks to automatically convert files from one form to another, templates to automate file and folder creation, database replication to automatically keep your archive up to date between multiple locations, ERP integration to automatically send information out of PDM to an ERP or MRP location. Dispatch and API is also there to create scripts to further automate your system. The only item in here that doesn't really deal with automation is Web 2, which is the ability to view the PDM Vault in a web browser. So a couple things to keep in mind here is when going from PDM Standard to Professional, a lot of the additional capabilities also include kind of higher levels of automation. So some questions to consider. Can I start with PDM Standard and upgrade to Pro? I've touched on that previously, but the answer is yes. There is an easy, direct upgrade path with zero data loss. This next one I get asked frequently with IT personnel. Do you ever run into limitations with SQL Express? It is always a possibility, although I would say in the 12 plus years I've been working as an application engineer at MLC, I've only seen a limit hit 1, maybe 2 or 3 times. We're talking very, very low. In both cases, the limit that was hit was the maximum database size. Now, we see that as 10 gigabytes, and we immediately think that that's not a very big database. That's actually a pretty big database. Let's put this into perspective. I was recently discussing PDM with another contact, and they had 2.7 terabytes of data, and their database was about 6.8 to 7 gigabytes. So when we are talking about a database size of 10 gigabytes, we're talking into 3 to 5 terabytes of data. That's a lot of data. That's the level of data that takes teams sometimes years to reach that level of data. Especially if you're working in a small or medium-sized team, it could be a very, very long time until you're anywhere close to meeting that requirement. Is PDM Standard out of the box or require an implementation? Again, I touched on that, but we do not consider it out of the box because of how limited it is right after we install it. We do recommend an implementation to start the customization process and to teach your team how to manage the environment, but it's not going to be as extensive as a PDM Pro implementation. How long does it normally take to implement PDM Standard or Professional? There's not a one-size-fits-all here. It depends on the level of customizations. At MLC, we like to provide you with a very detailed statement of work, which we will go through in the required time. This is usually 1 to 5 days, but we always provide a very detailed statement of work to make sure that we're not missing any of your required customizations. What are main reasons companies go with PDM Professional over Standard? It's usually not because PDM Standard has reached a limit as far as a software goes. It's normally that teams have reached a certain point where they need additional functionality. I would say the number one functionality that they need is multiple workflows. They either are close to maxing out their one workflow in Standard, or they simply need another one for an ECN process or a different process, or they're looking to expand into different divisions. Workflows and more flexibility there, I think, is pretty high on the list. Serial numbers for automatic part numbering, additional task support is up there. Believe it or not, SMTP notifications is a really big deal for a lot of companies working with PDM. They need it to go through Outlook because they find that people miss too many notifications. Replication can be a very common reason. Replication is when you need the archive to be updated on two servers in two different locations or in multiple locations across the country. That's going to keep those all up to date.